Okay, everybody, I think that will start recording. So, excuse me looking a bit tired. I am tired. It's 20 to 10, so I'm going to try and make this 20 minutes. But if I pull from that deck or keep reading from the books, which is really weird for me, I never used to, where's that book went? I never used to read from the books because that is how I was, well, not taught, but I was taught myself how to read cards, but that's what I was always told by mediums that I respect that read for me a few times. They'd be like, you know, just, they actually told me to burn the books or throw them away, so I didn't do that. But yeah, a couple of these decks that I've just got recently, I've got really nice activations or words in them, so I've been guided to them. But I've actually lost the book for this, so oh no, there it is. Right, so I'll put that there in case we need it. So I'm going to pull. So the week is beginning the 16th of July. My mum and dad's wedding anniversary, 41 years, and 16th of July to the 22nd of July. So a card for Monday is, oh my god, that's so funny. I was just pulling cards before it came on, and that's what I've just been talking about. Interesting. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So, hold it right, please. This is all just about, you know, you've made it this far on your spiritual journey, and wherever it is you're hoping to go next, it's about, you know, keep persevering and trusting, because you're absolutely being guided and you're going the right way, even when it feels like you're not. So it really is about trusting that and just following the signs. And if you're feeling a bit panicky or a bit of anxiety coming up, just make sure you're taking that time to meditate and really tune into that still voice that the new moon in Cancer was absolutely trying to get you to do. So hopefully you've done that. So that's what Monday's all about, and that makes sense actually, because Mondays are connected to the moon, and it is about being a bit quieter, which is why I normally always have Monday as a day off. So that's Monday. This is the card for Tuesday. And 2 cards. Oh, are you kidding? Because these cards are longer. But oh well, I'll not moan because these are nice cards. So on the Tuesday, now wait a minute, interesting, right? So this is Monday's card, it's 16th, and 16 is the life changes card in the tarot. So I feel that's really important. So I feel there's a lot of big life changes happening. So both good, bad, and different, whatever you want to call it. Just big things happening on the Monday, and I feel it's to do with being within the eclipse energy, or what the eclipse energy brought. So just being drawn to say that. And then on the Tuesday, it's about, you know, releasing for the blessings to come in. And I'm also being drawn to, I'm pretty sure the 17 is a star in the tarot. So it's about, in order for the hope and the positivity to flow in, you have to release what you're not letting go of. So I'm being drawn to the fact, you know, autumn, the leaves are starting to die and stuff, they go crispy, and it's kind of like, you know, there's just this feeling of having to let go of the old for the new to come in, the blessings to come in. So let's read from the book from that one, because I'm sure there'll be some beautiful messages. So it takes me a while to find the woman hang. I've got so much patience, but see, trying to find the right card. Oh, there it is. The right card in this book. So, autumnal equinox, release. I'm only going to read the second bit. I don't think we need to read the first bit. Now is the time to let anything in your life fall away that is no longer useful or needed. Something's just popped up. Also, unexpected calls or messages I feel are going to come up on Tuesday, because something just popped up on my screen there. Yeah, useful or needed for the emerging expression of who you are. Allow yourself to gradually shed what has become burdensome and no longer congruent with your soul's purpose. Conserve your energy by allowing yourself more rest, while at the same time making preparations for the winter season. Look especially at your material possessions. On page 21, 21 is the world coming full circle. And brutally honest with yourself as you discern which of these can be given away or somehow released. Consider shedding relationships that have served their purpose and are no longer viable, as well as work or a job that has become devoid of interest and passion. That's really interesting, because I was just saying on the live today that, you know, when relationships break down around an eclipse, although it may be painful, you know, there's probably some indication of that you needed to do that, or that it was coming, or the, you know, the other person was going to do it even if you're not ready to let go, kind of thing. But an eclipse only takes away what was not for your highest good and the highest good of all. So, you know, I always feel that's some kind of comfort. You know, if a relationship breaks down, if a job goes a different path than what you expected, or you know, if a friendship sort of drifts, it's kind of like it just wasn't for the best anymore. So there's that, and this card's kind of indicating the same. With release comes a sense of being much lighter, just like trees that have openly bared their nakedness. Once their leaves have departed and give room for whatever new life is ready to birth, following a period of quiet and gestation. So let go of whatever has outlived its purposefulness, and trust that something else will take its place. So that's really interesting that I'd also put trust your path for the Monday, and then this is talking about releasing and trusting as well. Just big sort of heavy things really. So let's see what Rainbow says. Thank the Lord this is in alphabetical order. They don't always do that. So Rainbow, and I love rainbows. So let's read the second bit. The storm has passed. Oh, that reminds me of one of my favourite songs, if not my favourite, Firework. You know, when it talks about after a hurricane comes a rainbow. That just came to mind. So I feel if you've had a bit of a rough time, your rainbow's coming. The storm has passed, and it's time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of this cycle. Even though it has been difficult to appreciate any sense of purposefulness. Oh, that word's hard for me. Hey, my God, that word was just another card. That's weird, and that means something. And what you have endured lately, you can now, as they say, count your blessings. Do not just look at the brighter sides, adhering to some academic mantra that has no heart or depth, but do so slowly and with genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. This ever-evolving process of life itself is a blessing, an opportunity to exist as a human being on Earth. The planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear to be so. Sometimes it is only when you look back at a memory of an experience that you can truly see the blessings that have come from them. Bless your difficult or painful experiences and let them go. Holy shit balls! Sorry, some stuff was coming back to me when I read that, obviously. What happens? It's, what do you call it? It's, this is part of my work. This is something that happens to me. I pick up when the emotions of others or memories for me comes back, and there's a lot of stuff coming up. So I feel Tuesday's an interesting day. Yeah, definitely feeling a lot of energy. So, and we're in Virgo moon Monday, Tuesday, and Libra moon will be Wednesday, I feel, and I'm back to these cards. So Wednesday, what do we have for Wednesday? Wednesday, fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So that's interesting because, you know, that this Tuesday does feels like a mixture of all emotions, if I'm honest. It's like you're releasing, but you're releasing to let the good shit in, to keep it blunt. But like that's taken major energy. So perhaps it is like some sort of karma completing with relationships, like letting something go that you know is time, but there's a bit of sadness there or something, or letting go of, maybe it's a job you've been in for like 20 years, it's time to let it go. There's something, or letting a habit go that you've held for a long time, or a painful karmic pattern that you've been repeating that's kept you safe, but it's time to, you know, break away from the sails, if that even makes sense, and go for it. And I'm being drawn to the fact that there's a tiny crescent in this picture, and that is what will be building in the sky around this time, so that's interesting. But it really is a time to retreat, rest, and refuel, and I don't feel I need to read the book for that one. Right, so Thursday's card, Libra Moon, Cancer Sun. Now it's interesting because I think Leo season will begin, I always forget, because there's always a slight change of like, but it's always around the 20th, so it's either the 20th or the 21st, it'll change in Leo season. And I'm sure if your birthday's around then, you'll know. But we're coming to the end of Cancer season, so this makes sense that, you know, Cancer season is about resting and retreating and mothering yourself. So really make sure you're giving yourself self-love on Thursday. So, sorry, Wednesday. Thursday too, because I said Thursday, people must still be able to, must still need to go within. So Thursday's card is, oh my God, good Lord, this is a heavy week. So completion, but remember, to be fair, eclipses are about completions. I always say they're a mixture of a full moon and a new moon, and that seemed to resonate for quite a lot of people when I said that the other day. So yeah, a lot of completion going on Thursday, so that makes sense why I mistakenly said, but it wasn't a mistake when I'm channeling, that you're still going to need to do a lot of resting on the Thursday there. And Libra is about harmony. It's about relationships as well. So interesting that I've mentioned a lot about relationships, but it's about balance. So balancing the masculine and the feminine energy, balancing the doing and the being energy. And I'm all about helping people balance their masculine and the feminine energy. But there's a lot of completion going on, a lot of karmic completion going on Thursday there. So just be kind to yourself. And the card for Friday. Oh, that's interesting. I said that because that's actually Thursday is exactly, that's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday! But it's also like exactly a halfway moon. So that's interesting that I said about the moon there. Although that's just kind of like a tiny sliver. That's where we're at right now. A lot of stuff to do with spirituality as well on the Thursday, I feel, because of all of the purple. Trust in your spiritual path, which of course is the card for Monday. I always feel Monday's card is kind of like a flavour of the week. So Friday's card, Libra Moon, Cancer Sun. Patience. And that's funny that I was getting impatient when I was looking through the book. I felt like that was a wee sign. So, and then the 2 is about partnership and balance as well. Actually, the orange, all of the orange is all about balance as well, and it's about receiving and creativity. But I'm feeling you're really needing to go within your feminine energy, which we've been doing a lot of during the whole of Cancer season. Definitely this weekend, that weekend just passed, the one I'm recording it in, because it was a double Cancer energy for a while there. And it's just about, there's just this theme of trusting your path. Look, trust your path and being patient, because you're coming to the end of some sort of cycle, which I feel major blessings are coming in when you're able to release. You know what I've done there? I'm going to get mixed up on what day it is now. So yeah, patience is Friday's card. Saturday. Oh, it looks like... no, Friday's actually Scorpio moon. I'm all mixed up. This calendar's American, so it kind of doesn't, it might fit for some people, but it doesn't fit when it's either Libra or Scorpio. Right. Saturday's card, so that will be Scorpio moon. Oh my God. I'm wondering why I'm still using the numerology card. Oh, well, I'm losing my words. Look, what was I just saying? Karma is completing, releasing, karmic completion. This is a heavy week, guys. Makes sense because we're going to be, as this is getting towards the end of the week, because this is for the Saturday, and it's Scorpio moon, and that is about, it's about death. So it's about something dying for something else to be reborn. That's also what release is about. Wow, that's really quite powerful. And 10 is new beginnings, so something is ending, but it's so that something can begin. I mean, that's powerful that we've got completion on the, what was that for? On the Thursday, and we've got karmic completion on the Saturday, so that's really quite powerful. And karmic completion on a weekend, also the fact that it's a Saturday feels quite powerful as well. Not a Saturday, sorry. Well, it could be something to do with it because it's a weekend, but I feel like more so, why was that? More so because it's Scorpio moon. That's why I'm feeling that's powerful. Because Scorpio moon can be a difficult period of facing your shadow, facing your pain, listening to others' pain. So I feel like karmic completion, it's like there's a bit of holding on, like there's a bit of resistance to releasing what you know. But when you do, the blessings come in. So that's exciting. And one more card. Well, I've been 15 minutes. I've nearly done it. Well, I've almost, I've done it quicker than I wanted to. But I'm not finished yet. Sunday is still Scorpio moon, I think. And I think we're now into Leo season. Quote me on that. Like I say, it always roughly changes around then. Interesting. So I've pulled on the Sunday domestic harmony, which is 4 and a 6, which is 10, which is new beginnings again. And remember, the karmic completion on the Saturday was a 10, so that's important. So it's new beginnings. The blue is about stepping your truth. The green is about following your heart and leading to a happy home life. In total, that's what I feel that means. And I've also pulled a 6 and a 3, which is a 9, which is another completion. Oh my God. So, and that is a 9. So we've got 2 cards that are about 9s and 2 cards about 10s. The 9s are completion, 10s are beginning. And it's parenting to me always means it's like you're parenting yourself in some area, so you're maturing and you're learning, you're growing, and you've learned your lessons. The karma is completed. Completion. Release. Trust your path, you know what I mean? So your blessings can come in. This is powerful. But that's going to need retreating and healing. And the yellow is about happiness and joy and abundance and all these good things and following your feelings. And the blue is stepping at your truth. And we're done. I'm out of breath. Right. So do I want to pull one more? I want to pull one more card for this. Is the general message or flavor. I don't know why I keep saying flavor. This is the overall message for the week. Need to know. Stillness. Wow, that was a beautiful card. Lake, stillness. I feel this is about. I'm feeling a lot of energy moving. People watching this, I'm feeling your energy. Fill up your well. Retreat, rest, and refuel. And it's not a coincidence that I'm feeling like I really need to go and eat because I ate my breakfast or like brunch, then I ate my tea in a hurry, and I just feel like I need more food. So there's something about, you know, looking after yourself and recharging and, you know, filling up your well, refueling. When we eat, we're refueling. When we drink water, we're refueling. And especially drinking water is more important than anything right now because of the heat waves that we're having all over the world. And then obviously this is about water because it's lake. Really am feeling. And karma was on the bottom. Karma completed. I'm wanting to sing that song. Anyway, right, lake. I just passed the look card as well. And, that was what was the message for this week, which we're still in. Lake. So it says, the tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to this quickening pace, especially being in Leo moon. But now we're in Virgo moon, but we just came out of that not long ago, Leo moon, and it's fast and it's happy, but it could leave you a bit tired. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry-up syndrome, nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. And that is so very true right now as we go through this is a year 11 of awakening, spiritual awakening, which remember I'm very passionate about because that is absolutely part of my soul purpose, is to support people through their spiritual awakening, their dark night of the soul. And that is just really fancy words for not feeling so good and having to face your shadow. But it's all part of spiritual awakening, and when you go through that bit, yay, you get your blessings. So when you release and surrender to feeling like that, on the other side of it, it's your rainbow. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. That's a good term to associate with your dark night of the soul, which we all have to go through at some point. Sometimes we have to go through mini ones, which is fun. Yay! That's kind of what we go through every Scorpio moon period. But think about the people that are Scorpio moon. But, you know, it's a very powerful power, to have a Scorpio moon, because you really do feel others' pain, and therefore you're able to help them. As well as, but you've really got to look after yourself when you've got a Scorpio moon. That's what I always say, Scorpio moon. So any water sign moon, really. So no matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly non-stop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. And that is very actually current for the day that I'm filming this right now, because it's Virgo moon, and going into the Monday and a bit of Tuesday we're in Virgo moon. So there could be a lot of criticalness for yourself or others, or overthinking. So just tune into the higher evolved sides of Virgo, and you know, that's been very helpful, being kind and fixing things, or you know, being interested in your health and the health of others. Routine as well, organising, shit like that. Monica from Friends, think Monica from Friends. Find it in your world, whether it is a special place in your home or a place in nature that is far from human-made noise. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and senses. So that is the theme of the week. So I feel it's really about grounding this week because of all the heavy energies and needing to trust and release and all of that. So that's me done. I need to go and chill. I need to eat something and have a cup of tea and watch Love Island, of course. It's an hour after it started, but I've got the recording. Right, so if you'd like to do the root chakra with us, we start that tomorrow. We start that this week, but you'll be able to easily catch up on it. A lot of people will probably be catching the replays anyway, so that's more than possible. If you'd like to book a personal session, if you haven't had a 15-minute free call with me before, we can do that, so I can explain the different things that are on offer. I'm also doing the Chakra Discovery course, which is a basic introduction to the chakras, but it's not really basic because you're getting your cards read once a week and you're getting a healing meditation, which also can activate your own healing abilities. Basically, hearing my voice and the power that comes out of my hands, the healing power that channels out my hand, that is always activating you in some way if you're open to it. But obviously, when you invest more in my time and my gift, you're going to get a lot more out of it. So definitely the people that do the group work with me are going to find that their own gifts and healing accelerates, really, is what I'm feeling. And of course, like I said, what I'm passionate about is my self-love and empowerment packages, which I've currently am actually coming to where's those cards? The completion of my packages with the women that I've been on that journey with for a while. And sometimes it's the case that because I've done several offers. When I've done a 10 session offer and 8 weeks is the minimum really that I would do with someone. Someone recently asked, is it normal? What is normal though? What is normal is Spiders Chaos to the Fly, that I would feel like I need more time with it, and absolutely not. It's and obviously that means that I'm gaining from that because I'm earning a living out of that. But it's also the fact that think about it. You're not always going to be able to work through your feelings in a neat 8-week package. I mean, that's why some people see counsellors for years. I mean, that's in my case. I don't mind saying I've been seeing my counsellor for years and I've got no intention of stopping that anytime soon because of the work that I do is so deeply, I was about to say spiritual, it is deeply spiritual but transformational. It means working through a lot of my own emotions to be the clear channel that I hope you feel that I am. But I mean, my name is Clear, so it is, clear. It is, that was absolutely my destiny, but that's why I see my own healers and seek guidance from my own healers, always in touch with my guides and doing my healing work. And one of my ways to clear my energy is seeing my counsellor, as well as going through the different healing modalities that I also provide. So I also feel that's a very important part of my path. And look, spiritual growth enables me to do that divine guidance, but yes, which allows me to receive abundance for what I do because it takes a lot of work. But I feel that is just spirit, and me want to point out that that should you, so this isn't just for me, it's like, should you feel like what you've had from a healer isn't enough, if you feel like you need to have more time, then you have the courage to actually ask that from the person. If you felt that what you were getting from them is great and you need more of it, then do that. Or perhaps you need to move on to another healer. That's absolutely that's absolutely part of what happens on people's paths. Like, you might feel like you've got enough from one person and you need to move on to someone else. But what I'd say is, when it's spiritual counselling, I think building that safety and that sacred space is really important. And and not everybody is able to go that deep. I just looked at a card that says looking deeper when I said that, in the allotted period of time. So just really tune in and use your own discernment. But I feel like somebody needs to hear that don't just feel like, oh my God, like we're coming to the end of this package, or we're coming to the end of this healing. Like you say, not just for myself, someone else, I should feel better by now. Absolutely not. Like I said, and also, I'd just like to point out, seeing a counsellor doesn't mean like, oh, I'm really happy or anything. Like, I'm feeling great right now. At certain points in my life, I haven't been feeling great, and I've been blessed to have her there. But it's really about, it's about being able to just keep exploring your energy and doing that healing. that healing work. But like I say, if you're doing any work like me, I would strongly advise that you do have a therapist of some kind, a counsellor, or somebody you can do talk therapy with, because it's very deep and transformational work that you're providing for others. And really, I'd say it's ethical to have that healing there for yourself, but that's a decision that we all have to make ourselves. But anyway, on that note, that got heavy. I'm going to get going. So enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy your week. And I'm always here if you want to get in touch and find out about anything. And especially come and join us on the root chakra if you feel the pull to join that, because it's always a lovely group that I create. I've got a gift of creating beautiful groups, so I'm enjoying that. But anyway, see you later. Bye.